I added a bathroom and kitchenette to my tough shed. To get hot water to the shed, I installed a 20-gallon electric hot water heater just outside next to the structure. Today I'm going to show you how to build a little shed to protect the water heater. I used 2x3 studs for the frame. The little shed will protect the electrical outlet, all the piping, and the hot water heater. I placed the hot water heater on top of 2-inch tall concrete pavers. I didn't want water getting in contact with the bottom of the hot water heater and rusting it out. I will be installing a removable roof. This is important to enable me access to the hot water heater and piping. I just put the black plastic bag over the water heater to temporarily protect it from rain. For the roof, I use a 5/8 inch thick piece of plywood. I screwed 3 1 1/2 inch wide strips of plywood to the underside. This will hold a removable roof in place and prevent it from sliding off. Now I'm going to set it in place to make sure it fits. I extended the plywood out about 1 to 2 inches past the walls to keep the water from getting in. Please click the subscribe and like buttons. It really does help me and my channel. I wanted the mini shed to match the tough shed, so I purchased a sheet of T111 siding from Home Depot. I cut the first panel for the left side. I made sure the bottom was not touching the ground. I like using star tip screws with my impact driver. They never strip and always go in smoothly. I just use 4 screws per side. That's plenty for this little shed. Now I'll put the right side on. It would have been a lot easier if I could have cut down the tree branch, but my wife insisted that I didn't touch the branch. I have a feeling in a few years that branch will be lifting off the roof. I used 2-inch long screws. I didn't want to take a chance of screwing into the hot water heater. That would really suck. Here's the front view. I think I will even have room to add some fiberglass insulation around the water heater. It's time to install the front panel. I used 6 screws for front. The entire process went quickly. It was a rewarding feeling building the mini shed. Later I will install trim and paint the shed the same color yellow as the tough shed. I use 6 screws for front because it's a larger piece of siding. Here is a quick 180-degree view of the shed. It's really starting to take shape, just in time, because it was raining as I was building it. Now it's time to install the actual roofing material. I start with cutting a piece of tar paper. Thankfully, I had some leftover from installing a roof on another larger shed. It's always good to save some leftover materials. Now I staple the tar paper onto the wood roof. Then I trim the edges with a utility knife. First the front side. Then the left and right sides. Now I'm installing flashing on the left and right sides. This prevents the water from curling under the asphalt and into the wood roof. Later I'll be installing the rolled asphalt roofing material. 3 nails per side is fine for holding the flashing down. I used 3/4 inch nails. I didn't want the nails protruding into the hot water heater. I finally got smart and took the roof off and set it onto the ground. It was so much easier not having to deal with the tree branches hitting me. At the top edge of the roof, I nailed a 6-inch strip of roofing shingle. For nails is fine for this small roof. Next, I cut a piece of rolled asphalt shingle to the exact size of the roof. To prevent back pain, I relocated the roof onto some cardboard boxes. This made it so much easier to work on. Sawhorses would have worked too. Now it's time to apply rubberized roofing cement onto the 6-inch strip of asphalt. I put a link in the show notes so you can see the exact brand I used. Apply the roofing cement generously on all edges of the small strip. Pull the large sheet onto the roof and fold it in half. You will want to apply roofing cement on all 4 edges. Warning: if you get this stuff on your clothing, it will never come out. If you get it on your skin, the only way to get it off is to use Goof Off or lacquer thinner. I like to apply an X in the middle to hold down the center of the asphalt shingle. Press down firmly on the edges so it sticks better. I take a leftover piece of asphalt and press down on it while sliding it around the roof. I want the edges of the asphalt to stay down. Later I will place some concrete pavers on the edges of the roof and leave them there for a couple of days while the roofing cement dries. I cleaned off the unwanted roofing cement with Goof Off. I show the exact type in the show notes. I installed 2-inch with trim on the edges. I just purchased a 10-foot length, and that was enough. It really added a nice decorative touch and matches a tough shed.